everybody's doing good, having a great day. Everything's going well with everybody. Sending love, shout outs to all them channels that I watch that never given me any love back. But, I like Sports Card Dad. Dustin seems like a cool cat. I've been watching that SCV kid. He's funny. That boy had me rolling. J Mac and Neil, Flip and Steve, all these guys. I got, you listen to everybody, you listen to a little bit of everybody, and we're all generally talking about pretty much the same thing. We're just saying a little bit differently. But that's good. We all got our own touch on things. And I talk about primarily sports cards and maybe not so much sports. I like to talk about shit. I like to talk about everything. But this week, we're going to talk about the playoffs. We got 4 games coming up. And, yeah, they should all be pretty interesting games. And I'll give you my take on those. Talk a little bit about some sports cards. If you want daily sports cards, news, and content, I'm not your guy. Because my daily sports cards, news, and content is this. I collect the shit that I like, and I don't necessarily need that to be the most expensive or the rarest. It's just what I like. Yeah. So, like I said, older Hall of Famers, whether they be basketball or football. I prefer basketball and football. I don't really do much with baseball. It's just not really my thing. But, it is what it is. A lot of you guys collect baseball, and baseball, as far as the sports cards go, it's still here in the United States. I was looking at some metrics the other day, and baseball cards are strong. Football cards are strong. Baseball cards or basketball cards are not that great, honestly. But exceptions, of course, you're always going to have your exceptions. There's cards out there, grail cards, chase cards. You got to have them kind of cards, whatever you want to call them. And then you got hockey. You got non-sports cards. And non-sports cards, one thing all these other cats won't tell you, they'll tell you what to buy, what not to buy, and try to influence you and tell you what they think, give you their input. I'll do the same thing, except I won't lie to you. You don't, if you want to make money, there's ways to make money selling sports cards. I'm not saying there isn't. Are you going to get rich doing it? No. I doubt that you're going to get rich. And I'm not saying that you can't get rich, because you can. You definitely can. You just got to, depending on what you got as far as your business plan goes, because you got to have a business plan, even though you're selling little pieces of paper, pictures with men on them, you still got to be smart enough to have a business plan, execute it, make sure you do it perfect, and you'll succeed. But like I said, that's a whole nother discussion for another day and another show. Because, yeah, me, like I said, I like the older cards. That's me. Some of the newer stuff I buy just because of the players that I like. But I've never chased anything. I hate breaking open fucking plaques. That's not what I do. I don't do breaks. Fucking mystery repack shit. I don't do that. I know who I want to buy, and I know what card I want, and I get it. That's it. I like to deal with seasoned sellers. Not to say that I won't deal with a newer seller, as long as I can trust them. But for the most part, I've dealt with cats that have been on eBay and other platforms and shows and local card shops. That's just the way I've always rolled with it. But I'm not opposed. I've always been kind of leery of it here as of late, because you got a lot of fucking bad players in the game that kind of ruin it a little bit for other folks. But don't let that discourage you from continuing to buy. I had one cat. I was looking at some of his cards the other day on eBay, and he had some stuff. And he's like, I'll make you a deal. Hell of a deal. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, all right, now, what a deal is to you and what a deal is to me could be two totally different things. We could be talking about two totally different deals here. I don't know. What your deal is, what my deal is, could be two totally different things, like I said. And, I'm not necessarily interested in everything you got. You might have some things I like, and you do, and I'll take a look, and, something I like, I'll throw an offer on it. he got all salty with me after that, like the next day, because I never got back with him. And I don't remember. I think it was on Sunday. I was watching the games, or maybe it was Monday. I don't know. Anyway, he sent me a nasty reply, and I've got 100% positive feedback. I've never had negative feedback, man. Don't plan on it either. But yeah, I gave him an earful, but not in a bad way, because he was a member since '97. So I'm thinking he's an older cat, maybe even older than me. So I don't know why he's acting like this. I never committed to him or anybody else. I'm gonna buy some. I never bid on any of your shit. That'd be a different story. Then you can get on me all you want. He says, I'll make you a good deal. All right, what's a good deal? Give me a price. And then I can look everything over, and then boom, I'll tell you if I want to do it. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, as far as cards go, I'll go to local card shops. If there's a card show, I'll try to hit it up. And a lot of times I'm limited because I'm not trying to use my disability as an excuse, but I don't get around that great, man. Not like I used to, not even close. So if I'm up on my legs walking, can't really do it. Sucks, but it's all good. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. That's just, that's part of life. You got to adapt and adjust. So, you get somebody hands you a bunch of fucking lemons. People say go make lemonade. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna grab that motherfucker, give me those lemons. I'm gonna squeeze all that fucking juice. The fucking eyes. Down the fucking throat. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent. I'm not gonna do anything with anybody but any lemons. Nobody's fucking with me with lemons, don't worry about it. But let's start with the games on Saturday. We got Ravens, Texans. As much as I would love to see the Texans beat the Ravens, I don't think it's going to happen. I'll tell you why. The Ravens are a better team right now because they are pretty much healthy with the exception of Andrews, but you got Isaiah Likely filling in and doing very good. So tight end wise, they're good. Whereas Houston, defensively, they're hurting. It's going to be a tough game. I think Houston's going to play hard. But I think that game, like I said, I'd love to see C.J. Stroud and the Texans win. And then, I think that'd be really nice to see. Really exciting, really cool. But if it happens, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Baltimore doesn't win. But I think honestly they're going to win, and I don't know if it's going to be a blowout per se. But I don't think that I don't think that they're going to go easy on anybody. Being that they want to win a championship, they shouldn't. So we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Texans. Excuse me. Then we got the first place team in the AFC, the number one big dick dogs, Baltimore. They're gonna win, but like I said, I think it'll be a good show. Anyway it goes. But yeah, number one seed against a number 4 seed, I expect a good matchup. And the other game on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be, not Detroit, but I'm losing my mind. San Fran and Green Bay. Green Bay traveling to San Fran. You got the right game plan, you got the right personnel, you got Adam Jones, and I think that offense runs through Adam Jones, and Jordan Love is an extension of it. They've been on fire, they've been hot, they've been winning, they've been doing things right, they've been impressing, me and a lot of other people have been watching them. So there's no reason why they couldn't go down and beat the 49ers. But are they going to? I don't know. I'd like to see that happen, and I wouldn't like to see that happen at the same time. And mind you, these two games on Saturday are the ones with the biggest spreads. I think they're like 10-point spreads in favor of Baltimore and in favor of San Fran. So they're dogs. They're going in their dogs. Nobody's really giving them a chance. But I've seen shit in the past that, you'd be surprised. And this might surprise you also that we're going to go with San Fran, and we're gonna take San Francisco to beat the Packers. Though I think it'll be a close game. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be kind of like the Baltimore and Houston game. I don't see it being just a 10-point blowout. Not necessarily a 10-point blowout. Not that 10 points is a blowout in the NFL. But I don't think it's going to be a 10-point game. But we're going to go with San Fran on that. Next, Detroit, Tampa. I think that also we're not going to see an upset unless Jared Goff plays fucking shitty. If Jared Goff plays shitty and Lions, have turnovers, they're going to lose. Baker Mayfield's been playing really good football. He's channeling his inner Tom Brady, so maybe he can do it again and come up with a win. I think that, honestly, if there's going to be upsets, those are the two upset teams right there. This game, Tampa and Detroit, and then the next game we're going to call here in a second. But I think this game has the biggest potential for an upset, and I don't know that it won't happen, but I wouldn't bet that it will, if that makes sense. So I think Detroit has been playing good football. They've fucking corrected a lot of the sloppy, dirty, nasty shit play that they've had, and I think that they're going to do all right. So we're going to go say that Detroit is going to go ahead and win it. And then we got the last game of the weekend, Chiefs, Bills. The Buffalo Wing Mafia, they're hurting that secondary. That defense in general is just, decimated at this point. I think they're getting UFL players or whoever they can find, practice squad guys, whatever there is left and available. That's who they got. Kind of like Miami, and you saw what KC was able to do to Miami in the elements. I think it's going to be real similar with the exception of Josh Allen being that second running back, in some capacity for Buffalo. So I think that Josh Allen, as long as you can find a way to contain Josh Allen, Diggs, Davis, Cooks, I'm not overly concerned about any of these guys. I'm not honestly even concerned about Buffalo. They don't frighten me one bit. They barely got away last game of the season with a win against Miami. They didn't demonstrate that they were dominant in the other Monday night game against the Steelers. So, Chiefs are a different animal, especially when it comes to the playoffs and Patrick Mahomes. And now we got that defense, boy, you don't even know. But I think the upset of the weekend is going to be the Chiefs beating the fucking Bills and going back to a championship game for the 6th year in a row. Can't say that championship game is going to be at Arrowhead unless, like I said, the Texans can pull off one of those upsets. But you know what? It could be one of those weekends where every home team loses and they're all upsets. You just never know. But we're going to take the home team, with the exception of the Chiefs, to upset the Bills. But I think if there's any week that the home team could be upset, it's this week, and I think that's with every home team out there. Aside from that, I don't encourage gambling. I don't care if you do it. I know you're going to do it anyway. I'm just giving you some picks, some insight. I'm not telling you to go out there and gamble. If you can't afford to gamble, motherfucker, don't do it, number one. And if you aren't a good gambler and you don't generally have a history of winning, also just don't do it. So that's my take on it. But I'm not a gambling degenerate, and that's just me. I don't gamble. I don't drink. You know, I do my little vape here and there. And I pretty much just chill. But that's me. That's what I do. That's how I roll. I'm an older cat, man. Chill, chill. And I'm over here. Took my son over here to the community center. I'll go in here for a minute, and then I'll probably run up to the card shop and take a look through the boxes, see what they got. Maybe they got some I like. Maybe they don't. I got some time to kill. My wife's still out of town, down in Dallas, where everybody's sad right now, cold. Yeah, it's all right though. It's cold in Kansas City, and well, we're not sad, and I don't think we're gonna be sad. Nah, I think we'll be all right. You know, I'd say there's probably a 75% chance that not only the Chiefs win, but that not Buffalo, that Baltimore loses, Houston ends up winning, and we got a matchup of C.J. Stroud and Patrick Mahomes. Winner goes to Super Bowl. And NFC wise, you know what? I'd love to see. I'd love to see a Detroit versus Green Bay championship game. I think that'd be cool with either one of those two teams going. I think that'll be awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope for upsets. I don't. I hope this week they're all upsets. But you got what I said. You got my little picks, my thoughts on the matter. But I'm gonna put my little earphones on, go in here, pump up these bad boys, get this motherfucking pump. You gotta make sure that get a little bit of exercise where you can. I'm not a strong walker anymore like it used to be, obviously, so you're not seeing me doing a whole lot of walking activities. But upper body wise, I'm strong as a motherfucker still, boy. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I got tonight. I'm thinking about. Oh, I got some stuff coming in. You're probably wondering why I'm broadcasting from my mobile command center tonight. But I got some stuff coming in. I ordered up for the studio at the house. One of those microphone stands, shit to hold cameras and some other stuff. But yeah, I got that coming in, so that's exciting. It's my dad's birthday today. Turned 76. It's also my little niece's birthday. She turned. Hold on. She is shit. I want to say she's 16. She might be 17. Then tomorrow is my mother-in-law's birthday, so happy early birthday to my mother-in-law. Yeah, wow, everybody, bang, bang, bang. Birthday's crazy. So that's all I got, guys. You like what I got to say? Like I said, I'm thinking about branching out a little bit more, talking about more things. I don't want to limit myself to necessarily just sports. I can talk about so much more, and maybe people want to hear what I got to say about certain topics, especially going into an election year. I got a mouthful on that, boy. Anyway, guys, I hope you all do well. If you like what I have to say, hit that subscribe button. I usually put content out every week. Been doing it, consistently, and that's what I plan on continuing to do. Just out here doing this. But I wish you guys all nothing but the best. I'll talk to you possibly again this week, covering some playoff action. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the playoff games this weekend. And I'm out. Peace.